Yo, yo, yo. May 28th, morning marketing report. Starting off, we have a bunch of new listings today, some scattered all over the peninsula and even into Salinas. Starting off, for listed for 3.3. It's a 3-bedroom, 3-bath, 3,000 square foot home over on Upper Walden, down past over by Yankee Point, over by the Highlands. This thing is sweet. It's completely remodeled, crazy ocean views. I'm actually going to be touring it here in about an hour. So let me know if you want me to give you kind of my feedback on this one. This property is fantastic. And listed for 3.3 with those ocean views, I think that's a really smoking value. Over on Ranchito and Salinas, I typically don't cover those. New listing over on Redwood Heights in Marina. Listed a little bit under 700. It's a 3-bed, 3-bath, a little bit over 1,700 square foot. And typically you can get a little bit larger home for just a tad bit more on that price point. I think this price per square foot is probably going to be a little bit toward the aggressive side in this neighborhood, and that's just at a glance. That's not actually looking at the details, so take it for what you will. Over on Rain Dollar, 3-bed, 2-bath, 1,300 square foot, almost 600. Usually these marina properties, kind of the older original properties, are trading in that 500 range. So I don't want to say this is out of the ordinary in terms of price point, but they are listed on the high side of those 500s. Depending on the finishes, this might need to come down just a tad, but they're in the realm of possibility. Okay, Salinas, don't typically cover. Crespi Lane, almost 11 million, 6-bed, 7-bath, 5,000 square foot, right by the water, right by the lodge. What a beautiful, beautiful piece of land. Crespi Lane is about the cream of the crop. It doesn't really get much better than that, and the price point is reflected there. And then over here, this is a Junipero property, and this one caught my eye. It's 25990 Junipero. It had recently traded in 2016, and it looks like they did a full remodel, and absolutely beautiful remodel at that. Listed at a little under 2.2. There's a lot of beautiful finishes here that definitely are going to attract a lot of attention, and the single level is going to be great for this neighborhood and demographic because you don't have to contend with stairs. My number one concern is Junipero is a little bit of a busy street. The location's fantastic, walkable to both the point, the beach, and downtown, but you're not immediately next to any of them, and the road does get a little bit noisy. I still think this is a really, really cool property if you're looking for a finished kind of farmhouse modern property, especially over in the Carmel area. And note, because it has an address, you can get mail there. It's outside of the Golden Triangle, but that's always kind of something that I appreciate over in the Carmel district. Okay, looking at list price decreases, and we're jumping over to Larkspur Lane. Now, this is a property I'm very familiar with. We actually had it in escrow with another buyer at one time. It's a short sale. One thing to kind of notice about it, it's in a little bit of beat up shape, and they did have previously a red tag on it, but you do get a lot of bang for your buck, and especially in terms of price per square footage, this is a sweet property. So if you're looking for along that York corridor and along Highway 68, bang for your buck, behind a gate, big house, this is something that you definitely going to have to take a look at. It's an attractive property in that regard. Okay, jumping over to contingent. We had 2 go contingent today, 7 yesterday. Things are moving. That's a good sign. 3rd Street, 2 northwest of Dolores Avenue, listed at 3.2. This one was a relatively new listing, listed in March. This is right prior to COVID-19, which hit on the 17th to shelter in place. I'm not surprised to see this one moving along. It's beautiful new construction, really nice finishes, and attractive property. 3-bed, 3-bath, only 1,600 square foot. It's a typical 4,000 square foot lot, which you see a lot in Carmel by the Sea. But come on, you're right there. You want a glass of wine, it's easier to walk downtown than it is to go to your pantry. That's what you're getting here. Okay, and then Lassen Drive over in Seaside, 2055 Lassen, listed just a week ago. This one went contingent, listed at 620, Upper Seaside corridor. We've seen a lot of movement in Seaside, and that's a positive sign, especially a lot of quick movement. Listed at 620 for a 3.2, 1,300 square foot. Usually these Seaside properties, you'd figure you'd get a 3.1 with this square footage, so that extra bathroom is quite nice. And up in that Upper Seaside corridor, you typically get a little bit more space and a little bit well laid out home. And occasionally you get some pretty spectacular ocean views and city views. So I'm not surprised to see that one move either. Okay, two went pending, and I'm not going to dive into that. Peninsula Point and Waring, so those should be closing. And change to sold. We had two solds today. Pasadena Court listed at 2895, sold for 28, 4-bed, 5-house with a guest, 4-bath, 4-bed, 5-bath, 5,000 square foot with a guest house. Okay, that was a mouthful, but Pasadena, it speaks for itself. If you want golf course living, if you want kind of that country club lifestyle, you're just immersed in it here. You get huge houses, relatively new construction, and they're when you get into the custom neighborhoods, they get absolutely gorgeous. And what's nice is you get good weather, kind of an Oak Valley views, which I'm always partial to. I really like this. I really like the development of Pasadena, and I'm not surprised to see this home move. And then over on Fernwood, listed originally at 880, traded for 750, 4-bed, 2-bath, just shy of 2,000 square foot over in Monterey. I'm telling you, this is a good buy. 750, almost a Skyline Drive. You're getting almost 2,000 square foot. Now, there might have been a little bit of deferred maintenance here and a little bit of updating necessary, but I'm telling you, you replace that wood paneling on the side, you paint out those cabinets, and all of a sudden you feel like you're in a really, really fantastic home. It's a little bit dated, but the location's fantastic. The square footage is fantastic. Plus, it's about a third of an acre. What can you go wrong? 750, that's a great entry-level price. All right, guys, that concludes the morning marketing report for today. I'm going to be out and around. I'm checking out that property on Upper Walden, like right now. So definitely give me a call if you want to hear that. If you want to go see anything else, let me know. Things are buzzing around town. So definitely give me a call if you want to see anything about any properties. Talk to you soon. Bye.